Hello everyone. Today I'm going to present of the one type of the fallacy called loaded question and one the biased, which we label them as a declinism. And I hope I do the best for you. First, we're going to focus on the loaded question. Loaded question is a question that contains an unreasonable or irrelevant presumption that the questioner asked to interrupt the person who was interviewed or questioned. The old, for example, the one of the if you check in internet, the first one, you are still beating the wife. The first thing they maybe in the internet, but you know what I mean. I make the another examples. You are very good at you know what I mean, you are very good at the college. You get a very good grade, and one person they said you are still cheating on exams or on the homework, and you cannot say yes or no, and you can say absolutely your question, your presumption is wrong. I'm give you one of the you know what I'm give you right now present of the real loaded question of one of the our previous our one of the our corrupted politicians are my home country, and I like that the person, the CNN person, who very well answered them. Going.
Shouldn't freedom and individuality and all those things also extend to people who just happen to be gay, who were born gay? They weren't made gay. Wouldn't it be great for the president of Iran to say, you know something? Everyone's entitled to be whatever sexuality they are born to be. That would be a great symbol of freedom.
You see, that's this gentleman, you know, trying to present the idea in a very well and acceptable. And right now, this corrupted man and this fake man, you know, started the, you know what I mean, example of the loaded question, or can say you can say direct question, whatever we see right now.
Do you really believe that someone is born homosexual?
Yes,
You see, they said, "Do you believe that people born homosexuals means, which means that someone learning homosexual, you know what I mean, outside." And you know what I mean. He used the, you know what I mean. He used the loaded question to the person, and you know you cannot say yes or no because that assumptions absolutely is wrong.
absolutely believe that. Yes, I do.
I'm sorry, let me ask you this. Do you believe that anyone is given birth to through homosexuality? Homosexuality ceases procreation. Who has said that if you like or believe in doing something ugly and others do not accept your behavior, they're denying your freedom?
And you know what I mean. Again, use another second loaded question. Do you believe something is ugly or something, you know what I mean, immoral, and this is against freedom? And you know what I mean, on justice. If there's someone, you know what I mean, whatever, mm, whatever, homosexual, bisexual, whatever, you cannot, you know what I mean, mm, they've got a right, and this person is absolutely right.
Who says that?
Mr.
Who says
President,
that?
Mr. President,
Perhaps in a country
Mr.
they
President, you are
wish to legitimize stealing.
you are a father of three. You are a father of three
A
children.
few percentage of the
You have two sons and a daughter. What would you do if one of them was gay?
these things have different ways.
Again, you see the person again ask the right question. What would you in, you know what I mean, one of your, you know what I mean, one of your kids is, you know what I mean, is a homosexual, and that makes like what would you not, you know, loaded questions.
The proper education must be given. The education system must be revamped. The political system must be revamped. and these must be also reformed and revamped along the way. But if a group recognizes an ugly behavior or ugly deed as legitimate, you must not expect other countries or other groups to give it the same recognition.
And again, this person, says on the wrong assumption or unfair assumption. Okay, that one is a loaded question. Most of the time, that's the tools of the corrupted politician. And I show one of the corrupted politician. That I think he's a really bad person. Going to the declinism. Declinism means they remember that you remember, in the easy way to everyone understand, means you remember that, past is better than future. Means the future very good time. Right now, everything is bad. And as you know what I mean, if you want to using the very in the method of the college way, they said the declinism belief that the society or institution tends to decline, particularly in the prediction like make the past more desirable and have a negative future because of the cognitive bias. Right now, I give you some example on the video about this. You know what I mean? That's my favorite professor, Professor Richard Dawkins, answered as one person who believes that the morality on the past time is better than the morality in the 21st century. Please have a look.
Next question comes from the audience. It's from Hamza Qureshi.
My question is for Professor Dawkins. Considering that atheism cannot possibly have any sense of absolute morality, would it not then be an irrational leap of faith, which atheists themselves so harshly condemn, for an atheist to decide between right and wrong?
And this person, believes that the past time, because of the religion, because of the God, we can understand what is wrong and what is right. And he believes that the past is better because we are used to be, most of the people must be religious, and they know that they believe God, and I'm not going to that point, but this person, they believe the past morality is so much better than present. But you see the very logical answering of the Professor of Kings.
Absolute morality, the absolute morality that a religious person might profess would include what? Stoning people for adultery?
One thing that things in the happening in the past, and right now is stop it. And I think it's very what I mean, they make the future what I mean, better.
Death for apostasy?
And other examples in the past.
Punishment for breaking the Sabbath?
And other things.
These are all things which are religiously based absolute moralities. I don't think I want an absolute morality. I think I want a morality that is thought out, reasoned, argued, discussed, and based upon, could almost say, intelligent design. Can we not design our society which has the sort of morality, the sort of society that we want to live in? If you actually look at the moralities that are accepted among modern people, among 21st century people, we don't believe in slavery anymore.
And exactly, this shows that the morality of the right now and the future.
We believe in equality of women. We believe in being gentle. We believe in being kind to animals. These are all things which are entirely recent. They have very little basis in biblical or Quranic scripture. They are things that have developed over historical time through a consensus of reasoning, sober discussion, argument, legal theory, political and moral philosophy. These do not come from religion. To the extent that you can find the good bits in religious scriptures, you have to cherry pick. You search your way through the Bible or the Quran, and you find the occasional verse that is an acceptable profession of morality. And you say, look at that, that's religion. And you leave out all the horrible bits. And you say, oh, we don't believe that anymore. We've grown out of that. Well, of course we've grown out of it. We've grown out of it because of secular moral philosophy and rational discussion.
Tony,
And you see that they shows that the Professor Dawkins, they shows that how the morality in the past is not good as the morality in the present. Maybe that one, you know what I mean. I'm not kind of the, you know what I mean, coming to the religious, but I'm going maybe I show the another examples. You know what I mean, and about the and many people right now maybe in USA they thinks the past time is better than present time. We see, is that true or no?
So here's a question for you. Would you agree that America is worse now than ever before in history? An alarming number of people actually would agree to that. But the fact is, by virtually every metric, this is false. We could look at violent crime. We could look at the number of smokers and how it's lower now than ever before in American history. We could see that Americans are actually doing more exercise now than ever before. We're a leader in technology. Healthcare is more accessible now than ever before. We could look at LGBT rights. We could look at race relations. The list goes on. So with all these facts and data supporting the idea that America is better now than it ever was in the past by many different matrices, why do people think the opposite? Well, one of the reasons could be the cognitive bias called declinism. This is the tendency to believe that a society or institution is tending towards decline. And this cognitive bias goes hand in hand with another cognitive bias, known as the negativity bias. And this could partially explain declinism. We give more weight to negative events in our lives than positive events. Now, if you think about why we would do this, you have to consider our evolutionary past, when dangerous things need our attention and need more of our attention than positive things. So if we're just hanging around in the Serengeti and a tiger is sneaking up on us, well, that's a dangerous thing. That's a bad thing. We need to pay attention to that rather than the beautiful sunshine that's shining down on us. And this negativity bias causes us to notice more and more negative things rather than positive things, therefore giving us this sense that everything is in a state of decline. But the fact is, in most situations, it's not. So brighten up, sunshine, and keep in mind that things are not as bad as your brain is making them out to be.
And absolutely, that's true. Every, you know, time past is not, you know, is not good as future. You know, before we don't have internet, and right now because of the internet, we do a lot of good things. Even some people they are very, you know, what I mean, are very optimistic about the mobile or something like that. And you know what I mean, the people have got a problem before, and the mobile. I don't think so. The mobile app, you know what I mean, causing the separating of the people. And we have a lot of good things: distant education, access to information instantly, and something like that. And that's my presentation. Everyone, have a great day.